everybody, today I am making some of my macaroni and cheese and some spicy fried chicken. Let's get started. Alright, first we're going to boil some water to cook our elbow noodles. While we're waiting for our water to boil, we're going to shred up some half a block of smoked Gouda cheese, a half a block of sharp cheddar cheese, and a whole block of 16-ounce Velveeta cheese. Okay, now that we have our water boiling, we're going to add a pound of elbow noodles. We're going to cook it for 10 minutes. Okay, now that our noodles are all cooked, which was 10 minutes, I'm going to drain it and leave it in the sink in the strainer so that way we can make our sauce. Okay, to make our cheese sauce, you're going to want to put your pan over medium heat and add 1 stick of butter. And then we're going to let this melt. Okay, once the butter is fully melted, we're going to add 1/4 cup of regular flour. And we're going to whisk this in and cook it for a couple of minutes so it doesn't taste like flour. Okay, to that, we're going to add some ground mustard, a tablespoon. We're going to add some salt, a teaspoon of that. I'm sorry, it's a teaspoon of all of this stuff. We're going to add a teaspoon of black pepper, some onion powder, and garlic powder. It thickens up fast, so you got to continuously stir this. Now we're going to add a half a cup of sour cream, and some milk. I'm going to say about a cup of milk. Just keep on continuously stirring. And I always make a mess, sorry. Okay, now that we have that, we're going to add in all of our cheese. Which again, that was a half a block of sharp cheddar cheese, a half a block of Gouda, smoked Gouda, and a full blocked, cubed blocked of Velveeta cheese. Now you're just going to continuously stir until all your cheese is melted. Okay, now that this is fully melted, we're going to add our elbow noodles. Okay, we're going to stir, stir, stir until we get all these coated. Now we're going to put in a greased 9x13 baking dish. Make sure you get all that good stuff out. Oh, I can't believe I did this with one hand. I'm stronger than I thought. Okay. Get that nice and spread out evenly. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. There you go. Now we're going to sprinkle some Italian breadcrumbs all over it. Just a lightly coating. Now we're gonna pop this in the oven at 350 for 30 minutes. Okay, now we are going to make some spicy chicken, fried chicken. Let's get started. First, we're gonna pound out our meat. Okay, I have it in between some cellophane, so we're just gonna start pounding these out until they're all the same size. You want them nice and thin so they cook really fast. Okay, because they flattened out so thin, I'm going to slice them so they will fit a hamburger bun. And I'm just going to put them in a bowl. Hope you guys can see me. Thinly sliced in a bowl. Okay, let me get this cleaned up and I'll come back to you. Okay, now that we have our chicken cutlets in here, we're going to marinate them. You're going to need 1 cup of milk because I don't have buttermilk, so we're going to do 1 cup of milk, a tablespoon of white vinegar. That's all you need to make buttermilk, but we're going to add something, some Tabasco sauce to make it hot. That's about a tablespoon and a half, I think. Now we're just gonna let this sit covered in cellophane in our fridge until we're ready to coat these and fry them up. I'll come back later. Okay, we have our chicken that has been marinating. We have our 2 eggs that I'm gonna scramble up, and then we have our breadcrumbs. This is half panko, half Italian breadcrumbs. I'm gonna scramble these up. And I'm not gonna add any milk because there's milk on the chicken. Okay. Now, we're going to take a piece of chicken, put it in the breadcrumbs. Then we're gonna put it in the egg. Then we're going to shake it off and put it in more breadcrumbs. And we're gonna repeat this for each one. Well, I breaded everything and I ran out of breadcrumbs, so I had to use some flour. Let's get over to that frying pan. Okay, I have some foil. Sorry. I have some oil. Lindsay starts to speak. Take 2. Have some oil in the pan over medium heat. It's been there for about 20-25 minutes. So it's definitely good to go. And we're gonna put in our chicken. And we're gonna fry these up on both sides until they're nice, golden, and brown. Let's check back on them when I'm ready. Okay, they've been cooking for about 3 minutes, I'm guessing. So we're gonna flip them over. Oh yeah. Now remember, these 2 are gonna look different because it just has the flour and not the breadcrumbs on it. I'll get back to you in a bit. Okay, I took the first batch out and I sprinkled both sides with Slap Your Mama. It's Cajun seasoning. Don't really slap your mom, okay? Alright, these I flipped, so I'm going to sprinkle some right now with some Slap Your Mama. And then I'll flip them into the other side. Okay, now we're going to sprinkle this side. And I didn't cook them fully because we're going to put them in the oven. Okay, I have perfect timing.